it's been challenging. It's been worth my while. It's been lovely. I mean, this is a challenge that I took up my chest. I being a practicing musician over time, felt that it will be necessary to fix certain things in the industry that I believe needed to be fixed before you can go out there and say I'm still partaking in this industry. I just didn't want to be among the guys who just complain. So I went in there, and so far the challenge has been good, and I think we're working.
Those who just complain, I'm sure they're still complaining. How do you feel when you hear lots of complaints? Recently, some monies went to music, creative arts industry, and the complaints keep coming.
Most complaints and criticisms, if you look at them well, it actually makes you work well. It makes you work better. I mean, when you get complaints that you're doing little on piracy, you get complaints that you're doing little on aging musicians' welfare, it only makes you shaping up. It makes you work harder to correct the place. Because yes, once you are in leadership, there's a local proverb that says, there's the people around you and the people who criticize you, who would shape you up, who will make you work better. So yes, I love it when I get these criticisms. I mean, and many of them have also come on this platform. That's why I said I'll come on this platform when we talk, because it's been a year and we've been working together. Some of these criticisms do go a long way into shaping the decisions we take at the policy level. So yes, but there are some criticisms that are uncalled for, and those, I mean, they come and you have to deal with them as well. But yes, it's been helpful.
So let's deal with some of the criticisms. The amount of, is it 2 million Ghana cedis that has gone into your account, and as it is not uncharacteristic of Ghanaians to start asking questions and saying, why did the money for the creative arts industry go to Musicians Union of Ghana? Is for the entire creative arts industry. Why should it go to Musica? What's your response?
I think you can't talk about this issue without getting the facts right. The creative arts industry is a broad industry in Ghana. I mean, it covers performing arts, where music falls, art, film, theater, all of them performing, all of them fall within there. It comes to fashion, it comes to visual arts, there's new media, there's crafts, and all of it, they all form part of the creative arts industry. Architecture, all of it falls part of the creative arts industry. Within this industry, the organizations within these industries are yet to live up to its expectations. I mean, we don't have a very, very vibrant association for certain aspects of the creative arts industry. So all of them come together. Within these industries that form the creative industries, the music industries has stood out tall. It has always shown leadership. It has also always been an engaging government. This can be seen when you look into the future, when you go back into history. In 1998, the Musicians Union of Ghana was one body that advocated to government to give a building for this organization. Government gave the old passport office to the Musicians Union of Ghana. Currently, that office, even though was fought for by the Musicians Union of Ghana, houses the Film Producers Association, who are part of the creative industry. It houses the Ghana Actors Guild, who are within the creative industry. It houses a lot of dance groups who rehearse there. A lot of creative arts exhibitions go on in that building. But this building was fought for by the musicians. And so nobody complained that when government was giving a building to the creative arts industry, he gave it to musicians, and musicians.
So
because musicians are not the only people benefiting from that building anyway. That notwithstanding, when government was preparing the GSDA, the Ghana Shared Growth Development Agenda, if you look at the document, you see it that Musica was one of the key representatives for the creative arts industry, making inputs into government policy, government decision, getting government to show a certain kind of commitment to supporting the industry. So it didn't come as a surprise when, again, in 2011, when I came into office, we went to see government, we engaged government, and government said he wanted to collaborate with our industry, but he doesn't know where to start from because we don't have an umbrella body for the entire industry. So, hey, he feels if Musica has proven it, Musica has shown commitment, has shown leadership. So beginning in 2012, government will collaborate with Musica this was in the budget. That when you read the budget, government says he wants to collaborate, he wants to work with the creative arts industry. But beginning from 2012, they will collaborate with the music industry to do a series of activities.
Interesting.
It's so clear.
Hold on there. Maybe Obur can take a sip. These are the main issues, and he's breaking them down for us. Those of you who have doubts about the 2 million Ghana cedis going, you probably should read the budget. Because one of the things that Daddy Bosco told me when he came was, I mean, if you read the budget, everything is in there. And I'm sure it's the same point that
yes,
Obur is making.
It is the same point.
Yeah.
I mean, the budget clearly says what the money is going to. So sometimes people ask me, what are you going to do with them? And I was like, come on. Everything that the money is supposed to do is in the budget. And of course, this is government money. So you can't twist the arms of government to change where the money is going to. That it's so clear that this government wants to collaborate with our industry, but the most thing that is missing is government doesn't have data on our industry. It doesn't know where to start from, what are the needs assessment of the industry, what is the baseline data. So government says, before I can work with your industry, I need a total research on your industry, right? All of them. How many exist within the industry? What is their contribution even to the state? Do they pay taxes? How many concerts do they have? When they have concerts, do they pay VAT on them? If they do, what is the quantum? How do I generalize all of this? When government has this, then again, stakeholders can build a strategic plan, a strategic development plan for the industry, proposing to government that we feel if government introduces the education of music in schools would help. If government should build a 10,000 capacity theater, it will grow the industry. If government should make musicians go and participate in international festivals like WOMES, like MEDEM, you know, so can't do this as a vacuum.
Government is depending a lot on music for some of these data.
Yeah, some of these. So now government has commissioned this research. KPMG is the organization, an international recognized
to research into the creative arts industry.
Yeah.
And know what is what
it is worth, its contribution to GDP, and then use that to build a strategic development plan for the industry.
So the other arm of the tranche of the amount, let me not say the other tranche of the amount. When is it coming to? Is it also coming to music?
Yeah. So like I said, government made this promise, and as we speak, government has paid all the 2 million Ghana cedis. I mean, government is not holding back any amount of that money. It was a promise, and government has delivered on its promise. The money is doing what it's supposed to do. I think KPMG has already been engaged. All aspects. There's a component of the money that is for institutional capacity building, for music industry bodies that are registered or that work with government, who played a role when government was going to allocate. There's a component that producers are going to benefit from. There's a component that copyright management is going to benefit from. There are components that all regional branches of music are going to benefit from. I mean, so this is money that has been budgeted for. It's not. So sometimes people come and they say they want their share. And I say, come on, this is not money people that we are now. But it's normal. I mean, of course, once. We are musicians, and we are music as a mother industry. It's a mother body with a lot of affiliate bodies. So some of these affiliate bodies also require certain, support, especially in their institutional capacity building. And we are not a greedy union. We are working together with a lot of organizations. Even some are not in the music industry, but we feel they are within the creative industry and they need some support. Like the Film Producers Association, like the Ghana Actors Guild. We are working with them on this allocation just to ensure that the picture doesn't come as if the music industry got the support and they were greedy. No. Everything we are doing would go to benefit the entire industry, because once the strategy is done, the document is done, the study is done, and we say music industry alone contributes, call it 50 million to Ghana's GDP. Then government will say, wow, until we did this, we didn't know. So now let's give money to do film. Let's give money to do arts and artisans. And I am aware that currently government has also issued another study that is being done by aid to artisans to find out the entire stakeholders and the entire people who are employed within the creative arts industry. Government is working with our industry. It's to the good of all of us. So initially when we got some of these red flags and you did something that is an abomination, some people are saying Obur should vomit them as if the money was in Obur's pocket.
Vomit the money.
But I think it has, now that everybody is understanding it, because you couldn't also come out to say anything because government had not given the money yet. So everybody was claiming the money until the money eventually came through the right channel to be paid to the people who are supposed to do the research and do the other things. You couldn't have done anything.
Well, that's an interesting. You're actually saying the money is not just for musical.
Yeah.
You're working with other associations, organizations like the Ghana Actors Guild, like the Film Association, on this, and that's eventually the money will go around all these areas.
The money is so the money is not meant to be shared and spent. The money is to do projects that has been budgeted for. The money is to do this project, is to do a project, and these projects are projects that we budgeted for and requested support for. I mean, from government. So we can't turn it around. I mean, if the music, a part of the money is to do a little renovation at the musical facility. If that facility is developed, film producers are housed in that facility. They will feel that development. Ghana Actors Guild are within that facility. And that facility would be available to the whole industry because visual artists do exhibitions in Musica. Dancers come and rehearse at Musica. Concert party groups come and rehearse at Musica. And these facilities are available to the entire creative arts industry. So there's no single-handedness because we are all within this together on this project alone. We had so many meetings with the finance committee who approved the budget committee. I mean, it was a lot of work. This was the first time that we were doing it. We make mistakes. They show us people who can help. We go to consultants. They put the proposal together. You go. They say, "Oh no, this one government funding cannot pay salary." So you can, all that. It was a lot of work that we did. So it just didn't come. But people don't know this, and they think government just gave money to the industry.
Okay, so we've established that fact, and. Some do say that you're probably the luckiest president of the Musicians Union of Ghana.
It's God who gives blessings.
At this time, it sounds like there's a lot of money in the Musica kitty. I know you may retract that, but
in the industry.
Okay. I think there was also some amounts given to Musica by Citizen.
Coffee.
Unfortunately, I think you were attacked some time back.
That didn't. The day the money was given to Musica, my car was broken into. But of course, they know I'm wise. So I'm not going to keep that money in my. And that money was no money; it was check. So so that was just by the way. But it's another step that we believe strongly shows the confidence that people had in our administration. The very first day that we were inaugurated into office, Dr. Kofi Amwa, with much respect, we can't stop thanking him because that was such a relief. I mean, we inherited a lot of debt from the old administration because before we had to go for Congress, there had been some difficulties. We had to borrow money as an organization, so we had bills that we had to pay. The support from Dr. Kofi Amwa came as a relief because he allowed some for our administration to build up. And then also the key for his allocation, which as we speak now, we still have 104,000 Ghana cedis sitting in our account. This is in our annual report that we just issued, so I think I'm on top of the issue, which is to do a research to find out how Ghana music can participate in the global music market. See, you can't do stuff without planning, and these are key. It was such a relief, and it reposed a certain sort of responsibility on us because people trusted in us. He said, with the belief, I trust this administration, I'm giving $100,000 to support this administration.
But unfortunately, we have to